why I declined the job offer and choose YouTube, even though I'm broke. I got a job offer. It was a personal assistant role, and it came at a time when I really needed work. Rent was due, life was hard, and for a moment, I thought to myself, maybe this is it. But I've been learning to create from purpose and not from pressure, even when life is pressing me. And this channel is part of that journey. So if you're on a similar journey, let's grow together. Please subscribe. For a second, I thought to myself, maybe this is it. Not until I heard what the job was really about. It was a phone interview, not a face to face. And she said to me, you'll be working on Saturdays and even sometimes sleep over. I'll be on a call 24/7, even when I'm sleeping, eating, or just trying to rest, or maybe doing some personal stuff. She also said that if there's an emergency, I'll have to watch over the kids. And if she needed to travel, I'll have to go with her even when it is not convenient. If she has any emergency, or maybe a late night meeting, I'll have to watch the kids. And if she has to travel, I'll have to go with her, whether it is convenient for me or not. And she also said that in most cases, I'll be closing by 9 p.m. and I'll be asked to resume work by 6 a.m. the following morning. Basically, I want to have a life of my own. And while we were still talking, she said something to me. You're more than qualified for this job. I can see from your resume. And that was when I whispered to myself, yes, you are. You're more than qualified. So be confident and ask for your worth. And I thought to myself, just because I needed this job doesn't mean I should shrink myself to fit for it. Then I mentioned that I prefer my personal boundaries to be respected, considering my formal experience. And she answered me and said, as a personal assistant, I'll be living a life of the person I will be working for. That was it for me. That was the moment that I knew that it wasn't a job. To me, it was a soft form of servitude. Another cage of a job in a new form. And for a split second, I almost said yes. In fact, I said yes because I've been broke, I've been tired, and because I needed help. But I've been here before, 12 years, in a job where boundaries didn't matter, where I had to be woken up by 2 a.m. to do something at the office, where I'll even have to go to the office instead of going to church, and where I'll be told to cook, wash bed sheets, boxers, and even massage, where I'll constantly receive some demeaning words that nobody, no one should ever be spoken to in that manner. And after coming out of it and trying to heal from that, I promised myself never again. So I told her in a clear, bold statement, sorry, I will have to decline your offer. And I can tell you, I felt some relief. You know, saying no when you're broke is one of the hardest things that you can do. Don't get me wrong. I felt like I doubted myself even when I said no for the first time in 8 to 10 months, and you're declining the job. But one thing I know is that peace is expensive, and sometimes survival is not worth my soul. This time, I chose me. I chose wisdom, and I chose to believe that God can still make a way, and I am more than qualified. That was what she said. And if you are in this position, maybe if you've been working at a job that derail you mentally, emotionally, and even physically, making you lose yourself, you are more than qualified. And that includes being qualified to wait for what honors you back. Don't sell yourself cheap. If you have ever declined a job that you desperately needed because it didn't feel right, because it felt like you're selling your piece for a paycheck, let's talk. You're not crazy. You're not ungrateful. you're just finally awake, just like me. You are that season of your life where you're telling yourself, I choose me. For me, that awakening led me to a crucial question. If I wasn't going to shrink myself to fit for a job that will consume me, what was I going to do? How was I going to make a way for myself on my own terms, where boundaries and peace were honored? See this channel, this space. It is my answer to that question. And I need you to walk this path with me because I finally figured it's where I want to be. It's where I choose to show up. It's my 9 to 5, where I come to share honest, sometimes difficult conversation to build something that truly, truly aligns with my value. It's about creating a life that I want, not just tolerating the life that is handed to me. It's about being qualified to wait for what honors me back and building that honoring space. And I want you to also build it with me. So please subscribe, like, and share to someone who you know need to see this. If you're feeling that simple, that same desire for authenticity and control over your life, this here is a community for you. Please stick around.